Welcome back to Unplugged. We finally got my guy in the building, making his first appearance on this new revamped Unplugged. Stak, what's up, bro?
Cool. What's up with you?
Shit, how was your weekend?
It was cool, man. I ain't doing too much, nothing, man. Just getting ready for Turkey Day.
Yeah. I mean, you were the talk of the internet for a few days, bro. You was buzzing when we put your old music out.
Yeah, man. I didn't expect that either. I didn't even know y'all was posting that shit, but it turned out being good as usual. A lot of people that didn't know I rap chimed in. A lot of people that knew I rap chimed in, and they heard my music, saying I need to do more music. I got to hear from Bun B and Killer Calion. So, guys
You
that I
got a lot of
respect.
love. You got a lot of love on the gram too. The gram
Yeah,
was
a lot
heavy
of
with it.
yeah. My DMs was going crazy, so it inspired me to do some more music, man.
You about to get back in the lab?
Yeah, I'm gonna do another project, about 10 songs. All the Smoke Volume One.
Volume 1, the original.
Yeah, like my boy Dylan said, a lot of people. I missed the social media era when I was doing
Yeah.
my music, and I was doing a lot of stuff more than any rapper ever done besides Shaq probably. But I probably did more
You got a
music.
lot of music.
Yeah, so just to be able
So
to do
maybe
that again,
maybe you could
that's some
cook
fun.
something up before All Star. We go back to the Bay.
Yeah, it takes no time, bro. So what I got 4 months, 3 months. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I like it. Well, Kendrick just dropped on Friday and obviously had everybody ears to it. GNX came
hmm
out. What was your thought? 2024 has been heavy for Kendrick. And I
hmm
was actually late. I'm finally just getting to it last night and this morning, but the shit is going for me. What'd you think of it?
He jamming. That's what kids do. I mean, I would never go against songs like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a show shot. You'd just be hating that shit jamming, and his content. You know, the stuff he was saying in it. Is real deep. Even with the car. The car came out the year he was born. It was only the original one was black on the cover. So I like it's a lot of stuff that he's saying that's deep, and I didn't even take what he said about Wayne and Snoop as a diss. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
I didn't
neither.
take it that way. I don't think Wayne did too, but I think he still had to respond. But I don't think that should end up as a beef. With Kendrick and Wayne. I kind of feel like the song was dope. He responded to how Wayne. He kind of felt like he wanted Wayne to congratulate him too because he looked up to Wayne. He used to jam Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But I feel how Wayne felt too. We coming home. This is my home. I'm the best rapper ever come from. So I look at it both sides, man. I just hope it don't end up in nothing negative. But if Wayne did come out with a song and responded, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't look at it as a diss by any means, and I actually heard someone tell a story about how kind of that came about. They said that I want to say it was J Rock had Wayne in the studio, and they said something like Wayne had hit like knocked 12 singles off for 12 different, or for a handful of different people in one night, and it made Kendrick kind of reevaluate, like, yo, this is how we got to work. This is how hard we got to work. So when he said my hard work let Wayne down, I think he was paying homage to Wayne initially because Wayne gave him a different grind, is from what I heard. So I don't really know how true the story is, but it seemed like a pretty logical reason. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think it needs a ton there. And as we've talked about on this show before, man, I completely understand where this could have been a great opportunity for Wayne to ride off in the sunset, to kind of the stamp on a legendary career, but it didn't happen. But again, at the same time, I mean, I can't recall an artist who's had a bigger year in a while. You know what I mean? A lot of people have put out good music, but who have really kind of controlled 2024. Obviously, the last half of 2024. And what I liked about the album too, and again, and I'm still studying it, but the Nas influence, the Pac influence. The lady he got from the Dodger game, like, and he put on maybe six, unless you're kind of a real West Coast head or LA artist, he put on six young, if I'm not mistaken, LA guys that, obviously this is going to be their highest stream ever. So he did a lot of things, the Luther sample. And so, yeah, I'm really appreciating this body of work as I continue to study it. But I mean, shit, Kendrick's had a hell of a 20. I actually talked to Top, his, I don't know if it's his manager or just his partner anymore. And he just, Top put out a statement about, stay out the way right now. This is a dangerous man. And me and him were hitting. He told me Kendrick's in Mamba mentality right now. I started laughing. Like he's definitely on one right now.
You gotta respect it. I mean, Wayne been having this run for a long time, and they two are the GOAT. So people definitely want to see them butt heads because they know how Wayne get down, they know how Kendrick get down. But at the same time, I see the respect that they have for each other in both of their posts.
I hope that somehow, some way, we get Wayne at the Super Bowl. Somehow, some way. I mean, obviously, there has to have some conversations have to be had, but I think the world would love that. To backtrack a little bit, Jack, how did the rap bug bite you? How did you get into rapping, and who were some of your inspirations and shit? Like you said, you're rejuvenated to get back in the studio right now, but where did it all start for you?
Well, being from Texas, we didn't listen, we didn't hear too much outside music outside of Texas because Texas is so big. And being in South Texas, all we heard was really Texas music and Louisiana music because we 45 minutes from Louisiana. So DJ Screw really was the first person to open my ears and a lot of people's ears to music from the West Coast and East Coast. But if you know anything about DJ Screw, he slowed the music down. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of we heard music from everywhere. So DJ Screw, he had such a big influence that he started bringing local rappers in, and they start freestyling to beats from everywhere, from West Coast beats, and so we all start riding, listen to that. So we all start freestyling from listening to DJ Screw. We tried to pick up that same cadence, that same freestyle from growing up listening to that, and that started me rapping. That started me going to my
What
friend
age? What age?
about 14, 15. By 14, 15, going to look my homeboy Wayne, my homeboy Wayne had a group called Gangster Players. And they had their own house right next door to their mama house where they could do whatever they want, and they had a studio in
Dope.
there. And
Yeah.
and his older brother name was DJ Dan. He used to DJ at the clubs and all that. So we used to go over there and freestyle and rap with them. So that's why I actually started rapping. But I didn't start putting out my own music until I got to the league.
A lot of people, it was new to a lot of people, as we discussed at the beginning of the show, that you was really on a real mixtape tour. You have a ton of music, unplayed music. You've done songs with legends. Did you face any backlash from the league or from David Stern while you were on these tours or putting out these albums? Because I remember AI put out an album that had too much cussing and they were on his head. Did you ever have any pushback from the league?
Yeah, I did. I mean, people said certain things, and I got questions from staff members in the office about what I was doing and stuff like that. But I really didn't get a personal call until my last year in the league. I was doing the mixtape, and I actually kind of had a conversation with David Stern about it because one of the songs I was doing was about
Donald
was
Sterling,
about
I think it
Donald,
was, wasn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
Donald Sterling, exactly, called America
Mm-hmm.
the Beautiful with Scarface. And the video is like 4 minutes long, so we went crazy on it. But and I wanted to tell him, had to let him know that I was dropping. He was like, "Man, I never told you anything about your music. Just be ready to flag to come from it." And I never got any flag from it. The way I never played in the NBA again, but
But I mean,
that was
maybe
it.
that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, that was it.
Who are some of the bigger names that you've rapped with and maybe released or haven't even released? I remember you were talking right before we got online. You talked about you done some shit with Shaq, but who are some of the bigger names you've got on with?
Yeah, I've done songs with a lot of people, man. I got a song with Future that I never released. That when me and Rocco was hanging out, him and Future had their relationship, and I got a song with Future. I got songs with Bun B. I got songs with Killer Corleone. I got songs with who else? I got songs with. I got songs with Kiki Slim Thug. I did a song with Roy Jones. I did a song with who else? I did a song with. Bro, I'm missing some people, some big name rappers. Who I'm missing? Who I'm missing? Who I'm missing? I'm missing some people. I got a lot of music, bro. I'm just
Anybody you would
dropped
like
it.
to work with?
Yeah, well, I'm doing the new project. I'm gonna do All The Smoke Volume 1 with 10 songs. I'm gonna do it with a lot of people, most of the rappers that I've never done songs with. But I'm gonna do a song with Lil Russell. Uh,
Dope.
I talked about it with Jadakiss for years.
That'd be dope.
I recently linked up with Dave V. So I'm gonna knock something out with him, Fat Joe.
Mm-hmm.
On the West Coast, me and Richie Rich been talking a lot, so I'm gonna do one with Richie Rich, and I'm trying to bang one out with Snoop too. But Texas guys,
Volume
they already
one.
know who they are. Yeah.
Volume one. So now, when we're doing this show weekly, we're gonna start doing a segment called Five with Five. So we're gonna figure out what those topics are, and we're gonna go off the top on those topics. But for this week, I want you to just give me your top five. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
NBA rappers, in your opinion.
Okay, that ain't hard. I'm going 5. I'm going Amon Shumpert. 4. I'm going Lou Williams. 3. I'm going Damian Lillard. 2. I'm going Shaq. And 1. I'm going me.
Who's number five?
Amon Shumpert.
And then 4 is who?
Lou Williams.
Then 3 is Dame.
Damian Lillard. Dame Lillard.
2 is Shaq.
Yep.
1 is you.
Yep.
And you left Bart Oatmeal off the list.
Yeah,
He's not gonna
Bart
be
ain't
happy
top.
about that, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the truth. Bart ain't top 5 yet.
He said, "Bro ain't top 5 yet."
Bro ain't top 5 yet. Bro got to release some more music. Bro got a billion songs and they all sitting over there slick.
What about the Nader? Where's he at? If he was in the league, where would the Nader be?
Nader be top 5 because Nader gonna say that shit you feel. Nader coming from the hood. Nader murdered 3 people in every rhyme and give 3 shots out to 3 people that didn't pass in every song.
Oh shit! Shout out to Turn, man. Happy belated birthday. We went over.
Yeah, it's my brother.
We went over to the Barron Slick Studios and got down for the day to celebrate Term. He was off his feet, boy. Whew. He was off his feet. Before we move on, obviously we had a great time in Dallas, last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago now. But we got a chance to sit down with the legendary D.O.C. So you guys take a look at this edit.
You know, and I know I am one who's speaking from, because Dre is my guy.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there's anybody else in hip hop music that's ever been as good as he is doing what he does. And watching him 30, 35, almost 40 years, is so easy for that dude. It seemed like he do the same little shit every time. And it come out the same dope ass way. In fact, I just left L.A. I had to go out there and get the release signed by my big brother for this documentary. Took me a couple days, but I got it. And he was twisting up some stuff for Snoopy's record that comes out next month. I think it's on the 13th.
Yeah, Dog was telling us about that process.
Dre is in his bag right now.
Is he? Yeah, I love
that
it.
dude is.
Snoop let us hear some of that shit, and I can't wait till it hit the streets.
Dre is in his bag. Snoop sound great. Those guys are happy. They're in a good space. They showed me a 10-minute piece of content with the songs in it, in and out of the video, and it was really interesting. I don't want to, Dre he feel a kind of way if you talk about
too
shit.
Too much, yeah.
So I don't want to get too much into it. Yeah. But 25 is gonna be for that time in West Coast music. 25 is gonna be a good year.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
We're gonna hear some D.O.C. in 25.
Yes.
Well, Jack, I mean, this one was dope. Obviously, the legend that the D.O.C. is, and obviously I knew about him, but to get more, to get that extra layers, and I'm such a West Coast hip hop head, man. That was special. Obviously the connection with Dre and Snoop and the new project they got coming out. But what were some of your favorite parts and takeaways from the interview with D.O.C.?
Well, D.O.C. a legend. Me being from Texas, he's a legend from Texas. He told you how he went to Cali, and when he came back to Dallas, everybody was dressing like they was from L.A. because of him. He had a big influence over Texas and bringing the West Coast music to Texas. But for me, I think I related the most to him, Matt, is when he was saying like the gratification of everything for him being solid and being real with everybody that's coming back to him in the years where he really can enjoy it. I kind of feel that way too. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of stuff that went on in my life, I'm finally getting to the point where I'm making up for a lot of my mistakes, getting a lot of stuff that I got to get off my back, to be able to enjoy today. And I seen that in him too. He's a solid dude. He's been solid with so many people, never said nothing, never demeaned nobody, but he has such a big influence in that sound and that music. So for him to be able to be solid today and say how good it feel for him to get all his just due now, so I think that's what I got most from the interview.
Definitely dope how that 35-year term he signed, and now all that music is coming back to him. So beautiful thing, man. Make sure you guys check that interview out. It was a good one. Before we get you out of here, Jack, women's college basketball is back rolling. My Bruin ladies took down South Carolina. We were watching the game, kept thinking like, okay, South Carolina, you know they're going to make a run. You know they're going to make a run, man. And shout out to UCLA, man. They didn't allow that run to happen. The Bruins as a team played together. Shout out Coach Corey. That's my girl. They made a jump from number 5 to number 1 after that dominating victory over South Carolina, ending South Carolina's 43-game win streak. First time UCLA's ever beat a number 1 women's basketball. We got a chance to do that. We beat Kansas my senior year, Drew Gooden and Nick Collison and them boys. But Jack, what did you think about that game? Obviously, I know your relationship with Coach Staley and the love and admiration you have for her, and I think that's your favorite women's college team. So what was your thoughts on the game?
UCLA played a great game. They definitely didn't let South Carolina make that running and get that lead back to find a way to win that game. But what I will say is UCLA is the bigger team. This is one of the smallest teams that Don Staley didn't have. So they're going to have to figure out how to use their speed and athleticism to be, a top-tier team this year. UCLA was the better team from top to bottom. The guard play, all that was great. But for the most part, South Carolina is my team. But Don Staley is somebody who I'm a big fan of. But I think for the most part, this is one of the smallest teams she has. So they just got to figure out their identity.
Got to figure it out. Small ball. But shout out to UCLA, Coach Corey, Lauren Betts, Kiki, all the whole crew, man. Number 1 in the country. Salute.
Yep.
And then, Jack, right up the way, the SC women squared off against Notre Dame, and Notre Dame came into SC and handled their business. I mean, that backcourt of Notre Dame could be the top backcourt in the country, but they really did a number. Were able to get a 13-point victory over USC. What was your thoughts on that game and some of the problems they gave Juju?
Yeah, somebody gonna have to step up on USC. Juju's gonna get a lot of attention. Like that team seeing that they can beat them like that in the tournament last year when they kind of bottle her up and make somebody else beat them, and they still haven't figured that out. I think for Notre Dame, Hidalgo just picking up where she left off last year. She had a little letdown in the tournament, but she worked on her game this summer, and everybody knew their backcourt was going to be one of the top ones. But Hidalgo is definitely somebody that you're going to have to look out for this year. I think Juju is still the number 1 pick, but in order for them to have a great season, they're going to have to find her some more help when teams are basically running the box and 1 on her.
Shit, Juju got a whole nother year before she can even go to the league, so she's got some time. But Hidalgo, to me, her size though, 5'6". That's little, and averaging 25 and 5 steals per game. That's insane, man. So, man, shout out to these women. And this weekend, obviously with Caitlin and Angel gone now, who's going to hold it down? I think there was such a jump. I think there was a lot of momentum these past few years in women's basketball. Now it's carried over to the W. But who are some of the women, Jack, you think can help keep the game at the level it's reached from the people before them?
Well, it's going to have to be Juju and like Hidalgo, Paige, Buckets, women like that have a name that's been balling for the last couple of years. I think those 3 names are some of the ones that you can look out for to have great years, and people be talking about a lot, especially Paige, Buckets.
But I think what helped the momentum in
my bad. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Can't forget about Flaugier. Can't forget about Flaugier at LSU. Yeah,
no, definitely not. But I think what helped bolster not only those individual players, but the fact they got a chance to play against each other. And there were storylines, every time. And then there were storylines leading into the league. So definitely looking forward to this year in college. It's crazy that, arguably, I mean, there's some big name talented on the guys side, but women's college basketball, man, has really kind of jumped. I wouldn't say jump men's, but it's pretty even right now, I think, as far as just people really tuning into the big game. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Any Thanksgiving plans with you and the fam? I saw you threw down on some gumbo the other day. You cooking for the holiday?
Yeah, I'm just making the cornbread dressing.
Okay.
I'm getting the turkey from Les Barbecue. Shout out Les Barbecue out there in Utah. I'm getting my smoked turkey from him, and we have friends coming over, so everybody bringing a dish. My wife making a couple sides, but I'm just doing the dressing. And 9 out of 10 times, whoever make the dressing on Thanksgiving is the coldest.
Well, that's what me and Anaz are tasked with this year too. So we're actually on the dressing, stuffing, whatever people call it.
I have no problem mailing you something, bro. I can make it today and get it off to you, if you need it, bro. Because I'm live.
I ain't even mad at it. I mean, we're gonna see.
Jelani, I'll send you some cookies.
Jack, before we get out of here, what are you thankful for here in this year 2024 as we turn the page on a special year for our company?
Well, I'll give you a few things. I'll give you three things. One, I'm thankful for health and life, to still be here. Two, I'm thankful for all you guys at the company, that's around me, that's making me better daily, that's dealing with my bullshit, but see that see the good in me, and that genuinely love me. Like, you don't get that much these days. But third, I'm most thankful for being able to have opportunity to right my wrongs. I think that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in life. I made a lot of mistakes in life that I'm still trying to recover and fix, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity to fix them, because I can see what's through the clouds when I'm out of all this. So I'm thankful for that opportunity.
That's dope, man. You're definitely on the right path. We on the right path. Similar paths our whole lives. So to be here where we're at in 2024, man, and think about what we've accomplished and what's to come, man, I'm really excited about what's to come in 25. So, man, give the family my best. Tell them I love them.
Same here, bro. You too.
Yeah, we'll catch up after the holidays.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Later. You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings, 4 delicious flavors, an order of large fries for $16.99. Mango habanero, OG hot, and my favorite, lemon pepper. What are y'all waiting on? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now at wingstop.com. Now I want to welcome back the one and only neighborhood hater, who boycotted the show last week because we didn't take him to Dallas. He was in his feelings. This nigga was salty. We didn't take him to Dallas, so he was busy last Monday. I wanted to get you on last Monday because your boys had won 5 straight. I wanted you to come on here and talk your shit, but I feel like because you're new to this camera game, you haven't really been talking the shit we're accustomed to you talking. Like, I feel like you'll talk it privately, but you don't want to say it out loud because you don't want to run across like an Austin Reeves and he slaps the shit out of you.
No, he'll have to box with me though, bro. So just know that. We'll have to fight about it.
He's bigger than you, know that, right?
Not in this world, he's not. Okay?
His world rank is lower than yours.
Come on now.
The Lakers have dropped 2 straight. Franz Wagner hit a game winner. Who missed the free? Someone missed free throws though, right? AD missed 2 big free throws.
LeBron missed one. Missed a couple too.
Then Denver, nasty. JJ said you guys didn't really come out there and compete. So I think, what was it, 5 straight before you guys lost 2 straight?
6 straight.
It was 6 straight?
Yes, sir.
And then, the last 2 have fallen. What do you kind of see out there on the court right now?
Well, it all went to shit fast. You know what I mean? Like, we was on top of the world. I was posting every day about the Lakers, getting hype.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we missing free throws and take an L. We got Franz Wagner. What's his name? Franz Wagner. Wagner looking like Michael Jordan against us. Like, people come in our house and...
Hey, he was aggressive.
Are you kidding?
You guys.
Are you kidding?
He's a big kid, though. He's about 6'9", 6'10".
Yes, indeed. But I will say this. I don't think it's over for us.
No, it's too early.
We got a couple moves to make, ASAP though. Like we don't need to wait any longer to make this move.
So who are some people you feel like are on the bump right now for you guys? 16 games into the season.
First, D.O.C.
D.Lo's got to go.
We could waive him. We don't even need anything back from him. Okay.
You just want D.Lo to pack. What D.Lo do?
We don't even need to get anything. We just need to get him out the locker room. Just get out of our locker room, bro. Okay. It's time for you to go.
Don't do that to D.Lo like that.
I mean, come on. How long do we have to wait? Next. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sold on Austin Reeves yet.
He's been untouchable to your front office.
Absolutely. And where did that word come from? Who put untouchable on him?
I don't know.
Pelinka?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's not untouchable. Especially not untouchable when we need for our team to get better.
He's averaging 17 and 5 though.
Yes, but has he had any big games for us this year? I know Connect has had plenty of big games for us.
I like that. You guys got two nice white boys. Rarely, they said it might have been the first time in NBA history where 2 white boys threw a white boy threw a lob to another white boy.
It was tough, but
was dope.
They can both.
Oh, you would get rid of Connect too?
If we're gonna make our team better, yes.
So you would throw him in there. So
Absolutely.
what about a Hachimura or Gabe Vincent? You guys have I mean, I think the strength, really, honestly, of this roster, and all jokes aside, is you guys have some tradable pieces.
Absolutely, but they're saying that we don't have anything of value right now, which I don't agree with.
I mean, I think probably Austin Reeves is probably you guys outside of your stars, your biggest bargaining chip. I think a lot of teams would jump at Connect. I don't know if the Lakers will let him go. I think there's his ceiling is unknown right now, but his size and the way he could shoot that bitch, I know Bron loves him, so he ain't going nowhere while Bron is here. Who else? The dudes that are hurt. Cam Reddish is back.
He can go too.
He can go.
Yes.
Trade or just wave.
We can trade Cam because
Okay.
I'm sure somebody could use him. But let's be honest, Vanderbilt, Christian Wood, and all these guys who haven't even showed up one time for us this year, those guys can be on the chopping block too. But I'm curious, what do you think we should do?
I definitely think you and Golden State are two teams I look at that have great pieces for trades, and if really wanted, although, and I say this with all due respect because Golden State is one in the West right now, I still feel like they're a piece away from trying to get Steph that fifth. There's a lot of talk right now, and Steph even said, "I'm only in this shit now for rings. You know, I'm tired. You know what I mean? My body weary." But I feel like the same thing with Bron. You know what I mean? And what does it do to my question? Does it do anything to Bron's legacy if Steph grabs one more before why Bron is still here? You know, because I think they measure greatness on how many people got rings on your watch. You know what I mean? So if Steph was able to get 5 and Bron was to finish with 4, which is still great, would that damage Bron's legacy at all, in your opinion?
Absolutely, because Bron has had every opportunity to get a couple rings and catch up. You know what I mean? But he decided he wanted his son a part of our team. Right?
But you guys weren't going to get nobody for the 55th pick, though, bro. The 55th pick never even makes the fucking roster.
But guess
ever.
what? We'll never know because we have LeBron Jr. Okay? We'll never know.
We'll never know. You're stupid. So, let me see what else we got. He said, we'll never know. All right, before we transition to our next topic, do you trust the guy making the calls? Not on the team, but behind in management, Rob Pelinka. Do you trust his vision?
Well, I was just asking Nate, like, does he have any General Managers of the Year awards? And I don't think he does. And I think this would be a perfect opportunity for him to step up. Like, you know, he's been here so long. You have the Laker fans waiting for him to do something big. Imagine LeBron going out at 40 years old with a chip. Like,
that'd be crazy.
Would that put him in the top of the list?
I think you got to put him number one if Bron gets one more, especially at this point in his career. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm Kobe and MJ, and I've always loved and respected Bron, but I mean, for him to get one more, I think would cement him at, you know, obviously we could break this down at a real conversation if it happens, but it'd be hard not to put him number one.
Come on. And I bring Pelinka up to do your job, man. Like, be great. I mean, you're here for a reason. Opportunity. I mean, you stuck us with Bron and AD. You literally sold our souls for both of those players to be here for their careers.
You know who's waiting in the wind too, low key, and this is just my opinion. Bob Myers.
Oh, that's my guy too. We love Bob.
I'm just saying, Bob is out here.
We love Bob.
Bob is back out here enjoying the LA sun, fucking around on ESPN a little bit, working on his tan, still getting a lot of money. Like, Bob Myers is in the wind.
I feel like Pelinka got some pictures on the Lakers or something.
Some kind of shit.
Yeah, because somehow he's still here.
He might be blood in, blood out from Kobe.
Clearly, that's what's happening.
You guys currently rank 4th offensively, so you guys are definitely putting the ball in the basket, but 26 defensively. We know you at least got to be in the top half, if not top 10, to really be a contender in this league. But obviously, Bron is back doing Bron shit. 25, 9, and 8. AD is at 30 and 11. Austin Reeves is at 17 and 5, and the young boy Connect 12 points on 45% from the 3-point line. Obviously, some defensive improvements. Are there any realistic trades? You know, I know we kikied and ha-ha'd, but are there anybody out there you really feel that can help this team?
I mean, I would think the first on my list would be the Valanciunas. Is that my guy's name? Yeah. I think he would help.
Where's he, in Houston? No.
Wizards. Washington. And
okay, Steven Adams is in Houston, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those are two bigs right there.
So we know we need a big. We definitely need another scorer. and then we need a perimeter defender.
What would a Jimmy Butler do? Because
I would love that.
I think he checks 2 of those boxes.
Absolutely, I would love that. If Jimmy came here, we'd have to give up a lot to get him, I'm guessing, but it still would put us in a position to help LeBron and AD out.
So you would give up? Would you give up Reeves, Connect, Hachimura, and the draft pick for?
And Gabe Vincent, you can add him.
You could throw him
in
there.
That's a freebie in there. You guys can just take that. You know what I mean?
Take that.
But yes, I would make
back
that.
to Miami. That's where he was doing his thing at
too.
Yes,
I would take that trade in a minute. I mean, I think Jimmy could come in and get between LeBron and AD paws.
He's at 35 too, so he's you know what I mean. He knows that the window's closing for him as well.
Yes, and I just watched him play the last couple of games. He's hooping right now too.
Jimmy. Yeah, I like Jimmy.
He's hooping right now. And obviously you're hearing about this Robert Williams, the third guy from
if
where
he
I
could
think
stay
he's in Portland.
healthy, if he could stay, he was a big part of the surgence now that we see of Boston kind of before Porzingis got there, but he tried to play through those knee injuries and I didn't like it. And then he goes to Portland where they've had a history of trying to make guys play through knee injuries with their previous regime. We all saw what happened to Brandon Royce. So I think Robert Williams is tough, but he just hasn't been healthy. And obviously jumping is a huge part of his game. So we will have to see. Just want to say before you get out of your full of shit, for that 90 mile an hour shit wasn't 90.
Oh, come on.
We definitely, you got your money though.
How do you know? What makes you the god of velocity?
I've just played baseball for a long time.
You play softball.
You haven't played baseball in like 35 years. I'm younger than you, so I played baseball through high school.
You have never seen 90 mile per hour before. I have.
Where have you seen it at?
Man, anyway, let's keep it going.
Where have you seen 90 mile an hour?
Let's keep it going.
You didn't see it last week. That shit went 90.
Let's keep it. You had to pay up though.
I definitely paid.
You wouldn't have been complaining if I missed. I would have had to give you 100 push-ups for sure off the missed 80, right? Pay your money though.
Off how much? How fast?
Off the 80 if it was 80.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was
heard it. Hey, just know we got more challenges for this
man,
motherfucker
set
to
it
do,
up,
man. But congratulations, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
To you and the Dodgers.
I appreciate it, man. You see it, baby boy.
You out here.
Hey, really quick though. What's up with Isaiah and Carter in the high school hoop starting 10th grade?
3-1,
man.
yes, active. They went into Westchester and beat Taj and them the other night. That was a big win for them. They're 3-1. They had a tough loss. They played this Armenian kid, bro. When I tell you, I've never seen, that was the best high school scoring performance I've seen in my life. It was only 40 points. I mean, a lot of kids have done, but that was the best I've personally seen of a kid taking Kobe-esque shots and knocking them down. More consistent from Kobe from the three-point line.
Over two people.
Over contested.
Yes.
Like, they played good defense on him.
Yes.
Played good defense. I wish I knew the kid's name, but, man, if you see this, you were a killer this past weekend. But, yeah, but they're back at it tonight, man. They play Dion, the point guard from their AAU team, so it's going to be fun. They're playing well. Isaiah's averaging a double. I think Isaiah's averaging like 18 and 11. The monster on the glass. Carter's at about 12 and a couple steals. So it's interesting, Joe Sterling, my guy. I love his family. Shout out to the family. He transferred over to Harvard Westlake, so he was our leading guy. So, now the Twins have to step up a year earlier. We got Peyton, who's a man-child out there. He just hits the ground too damn much, man. I got to talk to him. He's on the ground way too much.
Tough, though. Dunking out.
Tough as they come. In the rim. So, yeah, man, shout out to my guys over at Crespi, man. It's going to be a fun season.
I got to give you credit, man. It's a joy to watch you on the sideline, too, man.
I've had to calm down.
I hear it. Normally it's,
that's
that's a foul.
I don't
illegal screen.
No,
I don't hear it anymore. Like, I don't hear this shit anymore, man. I don't understand.
I don't say that. I say cuss words. That's why I get in trouble.
Yes.
I don't say the shit you just said. I said that's a motherfucking foul. That's a bullshit ass. That's what I normally say. But no, man, I had to go in and you got some personal info. I got called. I had to go to the principal's office.
No, I know, man. I know.
Motherfucking go to the
They put you
principal's
down
office
for
at
3
Crespi. I
games.
kind of felt like, damn, I felt like I was 15 again or something. 45 sitting in the motherfucking office. Then I go in the print. But it was cool, man. I knew I was out of pocket a little bit last year, so I had to, calm myself down.
I'm gonna be honest. That gym owes you, man. Like when you come in the gym, like you can just feel the energy in the gym just change. Like even for the players, like they want to show off. They want to go against Isaiah and Carter. They want to show you.
It's fine.
They owe you. They owe you part of the check. I think you should.
I don't need no check. Just make sure take care of my boys.
Could you see yourself ever coaching?
That might be too many politics for me to coach the Twins at this point, but maybe with my two younger coming down the pipeline, maybe Ash or Austin. So we'll see. But man, I appreciate you.
Love you, bro.
We'll see you at the pregame tonight for the Crespi game.
I'll be back to hate later, you guys.
Hey, we got a little bit of hate out of you today, man. Because you've been scared. You've been acting low key like a bitch.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Mustard.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's what you've been on. Appreciate you, bro.
My dog.
Yeah. Alrighty. We're back here for my picks of the week. I can't really talk about last week's picks because we're still in progress. I got this Monday night game, Ravens and Chargers. So we'll get back to you next week on how I did last week. But looking forward to this week. We got some good ones. I'm not necessarily saying this is a good one. Bears versus the Lions. It's crazy. The Lions have played on Thanksgiving for so many years where they weren't any good, and now they're finally good. Man, I'm happy for them. I'm going to take the Lions minus 10.5. That's a lot of points. But the Bears have lost 4 straight, firing 5 straight, firing offensive coordinators and all kinds of shit. How do you expect any kind of stability when you can't put no stability around your quarterback? So I'm going to take the Lions minus 10.5. Giants cut Daniel Jones, and I'm hearing whispers that the Niners might sign him as a backup. I don't know if we want that, but I'm going to take the Cowboys. This hurts my heart to take the Cowboys because I just love talking shit to Jack and all my other homies that like the Cowboys. But I'm going to take the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day minus 4. This is a tough one right here. The Eagles, I said it last week. Saquon is on an MVP terror. He could eclipse the all-time rushing record this year. Went for over 200 and what? 230 last night. 255. Nasty work. I'm gonna take the Eagles at the Ravens plus 2.5. Ravens have been playing well. They play tonight. Lost last week, but get a chance to redeem themselves tonight. But that's a tough game for the Eagles to go into Baltimore. But I'm taking them plus 2.5. And last but not least, this is my heart betting. So you may want to vote the opposite of this pick. But I'm gonna take the Niners plus 6.5 going into Buffalo if Purdy comes back. So you can see some asterisks by this shit on Sunday morning if Purdy's not playing this week. Because I didn't know Purdy wasn't playing last week, and I still picked him, and we got our heads blown off. So there's an asterisk by that. But if Purdy's back, I'm going to take the Niners plus 6.5. That's a wrap, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Unplugged. We will catch you guys next week.